Hey, what's up? I don't even know where to begin this video. This is like completely, like I've never done anything like this before on my channel. Basically, I'm just gonna make some food because I've been wanting to do like a random cooking video because I think that would be fun for a fair bit of time now. But now that I'm finally alone because my roommate just moved out, I can do this without actually looking like a psychopath. So here we are. So I bought this ribeye steak that was on discount. I don't know why it's on discount. It doesn't look that bad. Maybe just because it has a lot of fat. I bought that earlier today because I've never made a ribeye steak before. I'm terrible at making steak, but I'm gonna try it. And then I also have this penne, which I'm gonna make with some ground beef, which I thawed out of the freezer. Very appetizing. And some tomato sauce, and that's gonna be my dinner. All right, I had to make sure I was actually like recording usable footage and not just like my chest or like where basically nothing is happening, to make sure you guys have a good view because my setup is extremely sketchy. I literally taped my phone, which is recording this, to the chin of my motorcycle helmet, and that's how I'm doing like this face cam thing. And I guess it also has the added benefit of protecting my identity from any reflections, because I was worried about that. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about, just kind of whatever crossed my mind. Gonna just put some water to boil. I don't know if that's enough salt. I always use like a random amount of salt each time. Most of it is stuck to my hand. So I got that water boiling. I'm going to grab a pan because I kind of want to start on that steak first. I have this like a stainless steel pan with a non-stick, so I think that I'll use that for the steak. And then I'm going to cook the ground beef in the same pan after the steak. I'm extremely paranoid that my phone is gonna just like fall off or something, or it's gonna like move around a little bit so that the footage is like no longer of a good view. And then I'm basically just talking to myself for no reason because then I wouldn't really be able to use the footage. I think I should also make it very clear I'm like not a great chef at all. I'm like barely even a decent chef. Pretty much the only thing I can reliably make is like ground beef and pasta. So that's kind of why I have steak. I'm gonna try to learn how to make that. I'm just gonna put some, I guess this is margarine, I don't know. And while I wait for that pan to heat up and the water to boil, I'm gonna get this steak out and I'm just gonna season it, I guess, as best as I can. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all this fat. I'm not really too keen on just trimming it off because I feel like that's kind of a waste, but at the same time, I mean, what am I gonna do with it? So I'm actually gonna turn off the heat because this is already looking like it's getting hot. Because I feel like I'm gonna take quite a bit of time trying to figure out what to do with this. I mean, I guess I kind of just like remove some of that right there. This knife is probably extremely dull. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that. If I was like a competent cook who actually regularly cooks, I'd probably save this to, I don't know, put in like something instead of like a little bit of oil. But I don't really cook that much, so I'm probably just gonna throw it away. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this like random part hanging off here. Maybe I shouldn't have removed that part right there, but whatever. I mean, there's plenty of extra fat in here that I'm sure is gonna kind of render out a bit. All right, I guess I'll turn the heat back on right here. Let me season that. I don't really know what I'll do. I have this garlic and pepper thing, and then I have some salt, and that's probably what I'll do. Just those. I feel like I've seen people put like a little bit of oil on here just so it like spreads out a little more evenly, the seasoning. So I think I'll try that. So I don't know. That's probably good enough. Also, my water is boiling. I hear that in the background. This is probably not enough salt right here. And this is all stuck together, so it's not really coming out, and I don't really want to infect it with my meat hands. Oh, there we go. It's probably too much now. I put too little salt and too much garlic pepper thing. But whatever. I mean, it's a relatively thick steak, so I think it'll be fine. That looks like a reasonable amount. I don't know. That's probably like 1 or 2 servings right there. Probably 2. I totally forgot about this thing. I hope this is hot now. The handle is getting a little warm, so I think it'll be fine. Let me turn this down and I need to stir that. I think the margarine thing I put in there might actually be getting burnt. So yeah, it's definitely time for this. Kind of made a mess here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna, the other side's not seasoned, but I'll just put this side down first, I guess, and then season that. And I've washed my hands so many times now, this towel is actually sopping wet, and I'm pretty sure that's mold. I've washed this towel, like, oh my god, there's a bunch of mold on this. Yeah, I'm throwing this towel away. What the fuck? I did not know it was that bad. I knew there was mold on it, but like, I don't know, my logic was like, if I put it in the washing machine, then the mold's gonna die, and then I can just keep using it, even though there's still like dead mold on it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop in more margarine now. That looks really dry. And I don't have a lot of confidence in the fat melting out of it. So, just gonna do an unhealthy amount. Okay, I basically just put all the salt in one spot, so that's great. But yeah, I'll just thug it out as usual. I do a lot of thugging. That margarine is also getting very brown, so I feel like it's more just burning rather than actually getting absorbed in the steak or something or whatever. I don't really know how steak cooking works. There we go. Kind of spread out that salt a little. Except now all the garlic stuff is just in a few big piles. I feel like it'll be kind of difficult to mess up a steak like badly enough to where you literally can't eat it. Also, you've probably seen I'm wearing socks with sandals. That's because normally around my house I just wear these flip-flop sandal things. But I'm not showing my toes on video because I know people are gonna make jokes about it like, yo, nice dogs, bro, but no, I'm not having that happen, dude. I feel like I should flip this. I can see it's a little bit brown. I think I am gonna flip that now. I wanna see what it looks like. I'm getting curious. It's not sticking, so that's a good sign. It's hard to like smell it because I have my helmet on. It's kind of like my helmet sweat particles are, oh, that is burnt to shit. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that is black. Oh my god. Let me get the vent fan going. Never mind, that's gonna be terrible in the audio. That's pretty bad. So, oh, this pasta is probably boiled by now. Usually I would have checked it by now by like eating a piece. I'm just gonna hope it's boiled. I'm gonna drain the water from it now. That's good enough. Yeah, I think that's one serving right there. I think I'm gonna take this off the heat. It looks like it's actually just burning now. There's only smoke in there. Jesus, I just ruined this poor cow. Oh my god. Okay, the other side actually doesn't look that bad. If I can manage to flip it. Dude, there's literally charred remains on the bottom of the pan. I'm glad this is a non-stick. Wow. That is literally just burnt stuff on the pan. That's not like a fond or whatever it's called. That's just charcoal. The other side looks pretty good. I don't know. I think this side doesn't look that bad, especially compared to the charred remains I made on the other side. And I totally forgot about this pasta. I was distracted with that. So I'm gonna put some sauce in it, I think. I was gonna do like my ground meat in there and my sauce in there with it, but now I'm just gonna do the sauce straight in here. So now I have to get a different pan for that. Oh, I swear, did I overdo this pasta? Cause it's falling apart. Oh my god. Bruh, hold on, let me taste it. Bro, this is undercooked. How the fuck's it falling apart then? What the fuck? Bro, this shit's got me fucked up. It's literally turning into spaghetti. Meanwhile, it's like pre-al dente. That's insane. I mean, you see what I mean with the spaghetti? It's, what the fuck? I mean, I've never bought this brand of pasta before. Maybe it's just shitty pasta. Also, now that I look in my kitchen, there's definitely smoke in here. It's literally foggy in here. Does my smoke detector even work? All right, so I got this boiling again. Hopefully it cooks the pasta a little bit more. I still am so confused how this is just shredding itself apart, yet it's undercooked. Hope that this cooks a little more without like ruining the taste of the sauce by boiling it. I mean, it shouldn't. And then I think in the meantime, I'm gonna get another pan that isn't charred, and I'm gonna put my ground beef in that. So far, I've managed to burn half my steak and kind of just ruin my pasta. So there's like no way that I'm gonna mess up with ground beef. You know what, it's smoking, fuck it, let's go. Usually I just like put this stuff in the fridge and let it thaw out for a day, and then it's still kind of icy, so it stays mostly in a block. This time I just put it straight into the sink from the freezer this morning, so it's a lot softer. And arguably considerably less safe to eat now because it was out in room temperature for a good 8 hours. And honestly, it did not feel that cool to the touch when I got it out of the bag. So that's also another thing to worry about. I mean, I said this about the steak, about how it's probably difficult to mess it up to an inedible extent, but this is like probably even easier to not mess up, you know? You just kind of like watch it get brown. That's basically it. And now that I said that, I'm definitely ruining it. I kind of want to cut into this steak now. It's rested for like a good 5, maybe even 10 minutes by now, so I don't want to wait too long for it to like not be as good anymore. But at the same time, I'm like extremely worried I actually did just burn it so bad that all I can taste is charcoal. But as a wise man once said, thug it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's worryingly firm still.
You know, that's actually not bad at all. I don't know if you can see that because there's literally tape covering my screen, but that looks pretty good. Like the center, that's not bad at all. Oh yeah, I totally forgot it was burnt though. I was about to say, wow, this is gonna be a really good steak. Definitely not the most tender steak I've ever eaten, but it actually does not taste that bad, and it's still relatively juicy, so I'm gonna call this a win. I actually surprisingly did not taste much of the burnt stuff that like completely covered the bottom of that piece, so I think the steak is actually gonna be edible.
I literally just put all the salt in the same spot again. I don't know why I keep doing this. And this time I'm gonna use this adobo seasoning because I like it. That's probably a good amount. I don't know, man. There's like that one chunk that has 90% of the salt on it. It's gonna be inedible. I'm gonna check on the pasta.
Dude, that actually cooked it perfectly.
I mean, it's utterly flavorless, even with the sauce. So I'm gonna have to rely on this ground beef to kind of season it, you know? And speaking of seasoning, I'm gonna put more of this in because I feel like I didn't put enough. I'm gonna save half of that, I think. I'm gonna just put it in this glass container. It all works out in the end. That's my one piece of advice for this video. It all works out in the end. I should know. I have tons of life experience as a now 20-year-old. You can trust me. I'm very trustworthy. You can trust in my truth abilities. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know if everybody does this with their sauce whenever they like pour some. I like to wipe it off with some paper towel so that the lid doesn't get like glued shut, basically. That's annoying and gross. And now I'm just gonna put some of this in. That should do it. I'll just save the rest to make with some rice or something tomorrow. Yeah, this definitely does not look pretty whatsoever. None of the food here I've made, I think, looks pretty. But it's definitely gonna taste good at least. I mean, the steak I've already confirmed tastes all right. Like if it wasn't for the charred stuff, which I actually can't taste that much, it would actually be somewhat good. But I know this is gonna be good. I make this pretty often, so. The only thing that worried me was like the weird shredding of the pasta. I've never seen that before, unless it was like overcooked, but this wasn't overcooked when that started happening. It's so weird. I'm gonna take my thumbnail picture right over here. That looks kind of shitty. And then I would have like a drink, but I don't wanna use my fucking, I got this cup from a McDonald's Happy Meal like 10 years ago, and then, so this and one other cup I've been using for those 10 years as my main like water drinking cups. And I mean, look at it, it's the fucking Lego Movie cup, which was an amazing movie, I gotta say. But there's no way I'm putting that in my thumbnail. It's gonna completely ruin this, the scene. So, for some reason, my roommate didn't take his beer. I don't drink beer, so I'm not gonna drink this. But I think it would make for a good thumbnail. I don't fucking know anymore. Oh my god, wait, no, I forgot about the cheese. I was gonna put this on to like garnish the pasta a little bit. I don't have like a dining table or anything, so like it literally got sold on Facebook Marketplace because I was gonna move anyways, so. Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, that is definitely gonna be the highlight of my meal. And a steak. So the bottom is, oh my god, on the camera it's just pitch black. In person it's not that black, it's just mostly black. But I mean, the interior actually looks like, is that medium rare or something? I don't really know steak, so I don't know, you tell me. Also, the lighting probably sucks too, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's very chewy, but it's not hard. Like, I didn't overcook it, it's not hard, it's just chewy. I just realized I didn't really do like an outro or anything. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So I'll see you guys.